he does own a firearm. Did you cut in the carpool line? Like, you know, I mean, how could somebody possibly be yelling at you in the school line?
What did he say then to you?
I'm on the phone. Blah, 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 blah.
On April 9th, 2024, officers responded to a local elementary school in Athens, Georgia, over a road rage incident between an Uber Eats driver and a man picking up his girlfriend's son. It escalated from two grown men screaming at each other to someone pulling out a gun.
How we doing? I'm Sergeant Cook with the Clark County Police Department. Pleasure. Tell me what happened today.
I was threatened with a gun on Lexington Road.
That's a little vague. Tell me like you're telling a story. You're writing it to somebody that's never heard it before.
Okay, this guy pulled up beside me. Well, he was pushing me from behind. He pulled up beside me and he pulled out a gun and he said, "I will kill you." And he showed me the gun.
Okay.
He showed me the gun. And then I said, "You can't do that. I mean, are you gonna?" I mean, because obviously I didn't think he was gonna. You know, I thought he was driving on ahead. He was just trying to show it. But this is it disturbed me that he was coming this way, and I followed him up here.
Where did that take place at?
The corner of Lexington and Cherokee.
Okay. Was your window down? His window down?
Yes.
Okay, so you heard him say, "I'm going."
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
He rolled his window down to say that.
You followed him. Did you see him throw anything out the window?
No, but he did a lot of things through Lowe's. He turned into Lowe's, so we weren't quite at the light, I guess. And he turned in and went through the parking lot, and I was like, "Where's this guy going?" I was obviously going to Cherokee.
You followed
Road.
them all through.
I didn't follow I was like kind of, taking it easy on the, just seeing where it was going.
Okay.
I knew he was up to no good, and that's the reason I wanted to press charges on this, because I'm a delivery driver and I face egos all the time on the road, like I'm sure you do. And this was beyond anything I could imagine.
What did the gun look like?
He had a beard, like very light beard. And I would say he was probably in his 30s.
I apologize. What did the gun look like?
Oh, you said the guy.
It's quite all right.
Yeah, the gun was big. It was a 9mm, not a compact. It was it had a slide on it, looked like silver.
Silver?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this lady up top here, not witness per se, but what was the significance of this lady again?
This was the one. She was the one that said that she was sent to pick up the child of the person that he had the argument with.
So we have a direct connection to the guy that did that.
Okay. She was sent
To pick up the child of the person who
was a child in the truck? Correct?
to pick up the child here at the school.
Was the child in the truck of the bad guy? No.
No, she's going to pick it here. Okay.
The
They
bad guy
on the
did
way
a
to pick him
U-turn
up.
and left.
So then when he
Yeah.
left, he contacted the neighbor or whatever to come pick up his child. So that's who that was
Yeah.
picking up the child.
So
That's the
then
person
she
that
eventually
was
picked up
involved
the
with.
child.
Gotcha. All right.
And that's, I guess are you an Uber driver or?
I'm an Uber driver.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well, someone's good
Yeah,
to
they're this late, yes.
All right. You're good. You're free to go.
Okay.
All right. I'll call you if I need further.
Okay.
Interesting thing is about 2 weeks ago, we got another call from a lady,
Yeah, I
same
heard
truck, same tag. The problem was on that one, she didn't articulate a crime.
Right.
She said that it was sort of a road rage incident, but he just took the gun out and laid it on the dashboard. He never pointed it or threatened her. But it's peculiar now that you got two incidents, So he will most likely be going to the pokey. I'm going to tell him that, unfortunately for him, that if he's throwing that gun out on the side of the road and the kid finds it, shoot himself, he's going to be responsible. So maybe he'll tell us where that gun is.
Right, exactly.
The officers were able to track the suspect down from the tag. And as you heard, the officer stated that he's done this before. Just listen to how his so-called fiancée slips up during her statement.
Turn around. Back up to me. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Is there anybody else in the vehicle? No? No. Okay, keep coming back. Is the firearm in your possession?
I don't have a firearm.
Are you aware why we are out with you?
Yes, a person threatened my life. Said he was going to kill. He asked me if he wanted me to kill him. He wanted him to kill me. Were his exact words. And I tried to run away from him. Then when I encountered him again, he threatened me. in front of several witnesses.
Okay, where are the witnesses at?
They're at the school.
Okay. All right. You wait with him. I'm going to check the truck. Whose residence is this? Okay. Central 28 when you're ready. All right. Do you have your wallet on you? Don't reach for it.
No, it's in my vehicle.
All right.
I can give you my name, driver's
That's what I'm
license.
going to do. Who's this behind us?
That's one of the witnesses I was telling you about.
Okay. All right. What's your name?
Jerry
J.E.
R.R.Y. Yes, sir.
Date of birth?
1980. I give you my driver's license number as well.
That's fine, yeah.
0.
So, was there ever a firearm presented during this altercation? No?
No.
Alright. Do you own a firearm?
No.
Okay. So I just did a quick scan over the vehicle. I didn't dig in the vehicle or anything, but you don't have a firearm in that vehicle.
No, sir.
So why is this person saying that you have a firearm and you presented it to them?
He cut me off. When I was turning the turning lane, turning left on the Cherokee, he pulled up beside me. He rolled his window down and he said, "Are you trying to kill me?" And I was like, "No, you cut me off." He goes, "I could kill you right now." I rolled my window back up, and as I came to pick up my son, he followed me into the parking lot. And I walked up to him and I said, "Man, what is your problem? I'm just here to get my son. I want to be left alone. I'm sorry if I cut you off. I'm sorry for anything that I've done. I have no idea who this person is. I've never met him before in my life." That's when he starts threatening. At that point, he says, "Ooh, you know, I could, come back to my vehicle right now. I'm going to mess you up." I'm like, wait, I don't understand what's going on. I understand he was mad, but for him to say that I threatened him with a firearm and then to follow me to my son's school and then threaten me, I don't understand.
So they're given a very descriptive image of the firearm. It was a black firearm with a silver slide. How would they have gotten that information?
I don't know.
He's making it up.
Considering that he threatened me, it's very possible.
Okay.
The guy was psychotic when he followed me to my son's school, and then at that point jumped out and started telling me what he was going to do to me.
Did he ever present a firearm to you?
I don't think so. He may have had a weapon in his car because he was reaching for something. When I walked up to his car to ask him to leave me alone, because he pulled into the school in the pickup line, pick up kids, and then at that point he walked back to his car again, and I went and got in my vehicle and left. I didn't want an altercation at my son's school. I didn't want to be hurt as well.
So where did the altercation start at? Like, where did he cut you off at?
Lexington, or I cut him off in Lexington, and when I was turning left on the Cherokee is when he threatened me.
Okay. You didn't mean to cut him off?
Me too. I thought I had plenty of time and plenty of room.
Okay.
It wasn't like I said, "Oh my, I wanted to cut this guy off and piss him off." I definitely picked the wrong person to pull in front of too quickly. I realized that now.
All right. So why leave the scene if you see there's police coming?
I didn't.
You didn't see there were police coming?
No, sir. I saw you guys as you pulled in, and that's why I stopped before I could park.
Did you know that he was calling 911?
No.
Okay.
He said he was going to call 911, and one of the witness ladies said she was going to call 911 too.
So why
Right, he was
leave the
pulled
scene
in.
at that point?
I didn't think he was being truthful, because I mean he had already,
Okay.
and I was scared. I didn't want him to hurt me, and I didn't want to cause. Mainly, I didn't want to cause a scene at my son's school, which was already happening, and I didn't want anything to happen to me while I was there.
So I know you have a firearm. I don't know where it's at. I simply know this because they have described the firearm in detail, and you have a prior incident where someone has claimed that you pulled a firearm on them.
Me?
Yes.
Who?
It's
That's
somebody from the past. Where's the gun at, man?
That's not true. I know that's not true because I just had a background check pulled on me, and nowhere on my record does it say that. I've never owned a firearm. I owned rifles when I was 17.
Background checks only show that you have not been convicted of anything.
But I haven't ever even been charged with something like that because I've never owned a firearm.
Right, that's why it wouldn't be on your background record.
Don't own a firearm. My fiance does not own a firearm.
There's not a firearm in the truck.
No, sir.
Not a firearm on your person.
No, sir.
You didn't throw a firearm on the side of the road while you were driving away from the scene.
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. All right.
You live here? Yes, sir.
Who are these people just pulled up?
My fiance and son.
Fiance and son? Okay.
Jennifer, will you come here, please?
Good afternoon. So you're Jennifer, I take it?
Yes.
Jennifer, what's your last name, ma'am? Okay. So the reason we're out here today, we're investigating a potential road rage incident that just occurred out on the roadway. Okay. Someone gave you information of this vehicle and we're looking into things. Can I ask you a couple questions real quick that can maybe help us figure things out, straighten some stuff out? This is your fiance, is that my understanding?
Yeah, he's my boyfriend. Yeah.
Your boyfriend? Okay. Does he own any firearms?
He does own a firearm.
He does own one. Do you know where he normally keeps it or has it?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay. That's my biggest question as of right now. Like I said, we're looking into some allegations of things that may or may not have happened, and we're just trying to get through all
he was
that.
supposed to pick up my son from school, and he said somebody was screaming and yelling at him, and I
Okay.
told him, I said, well, leave. So,
I gotcha. So you were kind of aware that something was already going on?
well, yeah.
At least to that
said
extent.
Yeah, I was like, well, I don't know. Why would somebody be, screaming and yelling at you? Like, what's happening, Did you cut in the carpool line? Like, I mean, how could somebody possibly be yelling at you in the school line?
What did he say then to you?
He just said that somebody was screaming and yelling at him and threatening him.
Was he at the school when this happened, or was he somewhere else?
I really don't know.
Okay.
I just said, if it's a bad situation, just leave. Just walk away.
Okay. Could you hear somebody in the background?
Couldn't hear.
Okay. If you want to go ahead and walk over, talk to those officers and him, see if they can give you any more, if they'll let you talk to him for a minute. Okay, I'm just going to be looking at the car for a second.
So while he was saying he was going to hurt you and beat you up, among other things, he's going to mess you up, is that what you said?
This is in my life.
He's going to end your life?
Yeah. That's exactly
Did you say anything to him that was threatening or concerning?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. And you said there were witnesses on scene. They witnessed the whole argument between you and him, or they showed up after, or?
The whole thing. From
Okay.
the moment he pulled in and got out of his vehicle.
Okay.
I think that one lady that pulled in was one of the witnesses.
Okay.
She was the one that said she was going to call 911.
Okay.
I mean, everybody seems to want to know what's happening.
Come figure that out too.
Told him
Like,
what-
I was like,
that somebody was screaming and yelling at you and threatening you.
So you found a magazine?
So there's a magazine right there.
say when I had a gun, I was waving a gun at him, describing a gun that I was waving. I don't own a gun. You own a gun? Exactly.
He does own a firearm.
He does own one, which means it's either here or he tossed it on the side of the road knowing that something was happening.
I don't know what's going on. Alex is home.
It's very possible you could have tossed it when we flipped around on him.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Sitting on the floor of the center console.
Don't have a firearm.
Nah, but we've got a dog right here who can sniff stuff out.
You need this for a firearm, don't you? Where's it at?
I see my lawyer.
Walk back here. What's this in your pocket right here? Step back out.
I'm gonna grab a pair of gloves in case we find it.
All right, sit back down. What can I do for you, sir?
Oh, I live next door. It's my daughter's house. I just came up to visit.
Okay.
How's your day going?
Going. What can I do for you?
Well, my daughter called down there and said that there was some kind of verbal exchanges done and this, that, and the other. So I thought I'd just come see.
Come see what?
See what's going on.
We're trying to figure out everything.
Okay. Who's that?
That is ride along that I have.
Oh, okay.
You can go back to your house or wherever you came from. We're doing an investigation right now.
All right.
Appreciate
Okay.
you.
Yeah, appreciate you too.
He's claiming no gun, no gun. They talked about a gun. We found a magazine to a gun sitting right there in the car, but no gun. So that's why we're getting out and walking this path back to see if he could toss something. Could have possibly. But at this point, yeah, as far as the school is concerned,
Yeah, we're good.
so that's just kind of where they ended up. His fiance showed up with their son. He was supposed to be going to school to pick up the kid. Then all this happened, and he went to the school, but then they get out and start yelling at each other. Anywho, that's where we're at. I'm gonna keep looking.
Hey, do not go in that vehicle. Do not go in that vehicle. I said don't go in that vehicle. What'd you just grab out of there?
Nothing. I turned it off. It was running. You can feel free to. I'm sorry. It was
All right.
running.
It was running when I walked in.
I understand it's running. We're doing an investigation right now. I need both of y'all to get away from this truck. Go back to where y'all came from.
I'm sorry. I just thought you might be done.
We're not done. We're still here. Go back to where you came from. I'll read you this real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You wish to talk to me now? Yes? Okay. Where is the firearm at? Did you throw it out the window? Did she pick it up? Where's it at? Your parents' house. That's right down the road, I'm assuming. Where?
Decula.
It's in Decula. Okay. Why is your firearm in Decula? That's where you left it. Alright, so why did we go from I don't own firearms to crap, they found my magazine, now I do have a firearm, to I didn't have my firearm today? Bear in mind, someone has said that you pointed a firearm at them. You didn't show them a firearm or anything? Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I'm not quite sure what was going on. I know what the initial altercation was about, but other than that, I'm just.
So why, my question is, why hide the fact that you have a firearm? You're not a felon.
I'm just being treated like one. They didn't tell me to pull my hands up. I mean, and walk back.
First of all, we take gun calls very serious because it can turn south very, very quickly. And if somebody says that so-and-so pointed a gun at me, you left the scene, you pulled in here, you got out of your vehicle as I was pulling in here, you walked toward me. That's my training, is to tell you to keep your hands in the air, turn around and back up to me. That's the whole reason that whole situation was like that. It's still an ongoing investigation. We're gonna find the gun. Whether you threw it out the window, whether somehow they ended up with it in the house, we're gonna get a search warrant. We're gonna search the house. We're gonna search her van. We have canines that are searching the sides of the road.
Can I step out and talk to you, please?
Yeah, that's fine.
So what am I being charged with right now?
It's looking like aggravated assault, possibly reckless conduct for throwing a firearm that a kid can find if we find it on the side of the road.
And if that's it?
So far, yeah.
What? I'm being charged with aggravated assault because you said I threatened him?
Because the firearm was presented and pointed at him. Now, I haven't spoke with the other party yet. That's what I'm going to do later when we get other officers here, or another officer is going to speak with them. But the information that I have is a gun was presented and pointed. I get here, you're not telling me the truth. We find a magazine inside the vehicle after you told us you don't own a firearm. It's not adding up. I'm just being straightforward with you. We're going to find the firearm. So you might as well tell us where it is now.
How many charges am I looking at altogether?
Right now, just 2.
Just aggravated assault and
Reckless conduct if it's on the side of the road. If not, then just 1.
can I show you where it is?
Yes.
I don't want you to search my family's house, and I want to get out of here.
I understand that, but I mean, we go through those measures
I get it.
to be able to
I get it.
do the investigation.
I get it.
right there.
Don't touch it.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Okay. All right. Let's walk back to my car. 9-4 to 41. I've got the 1032. Just breathe. Was that so hard? You made those guys walk all the way down the road.
I realized when you said that I've just never been in a situation like this. I've never really gotten in trouble.
So,
I shouldn't have brought you though. I shouldn't have. When you
right?
said
It
they
would have
were
made it a lot simpler.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what really happened with the firearm. Now that we know it was presented, did you point it at him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did you just hold it up and show him you had a firearm? Okay.
Because he was threatening me.
That's good. That's not aggravated assault. That's just possibly reckless conduct. You know, we're getting better here. You're helping me, so we don't have to charge you with those certain things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Which I still have to talk to the other party as well. But there was nobody in the vehicle with you?
No, sir.
Okay. Was there anybody in the vehicle with them?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
You told me you cut him off. You didn't mean to. You turn onto Cherokee from Lexington. It's a road rage incident. He gets mad at you. He follows you all the way to the elementary school. Pulls in. You pull in. Y'all both get out of the vehicle, start arguing. At what point, or where was the firearm at that point? When y'all are arguing, where was the gun?
Underneath the seat, underneath the seat of my vehicle.
So it wasn't, and it doesn't matter if it was in your possession. I'm just trying to figure out where it was in correlation to that. Okay.
And I mean, I'm sure the witnesses will corroborate that as well that were there.
Yeah, and we got all of their information as well. So you never threatened him to shoot him with the firearm. You never threatened him any kind of violent injury or anything like that. You're going to beat him up.
No, sir, I did not.
Okay. So there was an open phone call to 911, so the operator could hear everything that was going on. If I go back and listen to that phone call, I know that both of y'all were yelling at one another. What was being said on your end? What were you saying?
I'm just here to pick up my son. I don't know why you're following me, and I don't know why you're threatening. Why are you doing this? Okay. Would you please just leave me alone?
And
I'm just here to pick up my son.
What was he saying to you?
Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Come back to my vehicle. I'm on the phone, blah, 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 blah. And I couldn't understand anything else after that. And then one of the witness who pulled up here, she was like, I'm going to call the cops. And then he started cursing at her. And he was like, fine, do it then. She's like, okay, I will.
All right, I'm going to sit you in my car real quick while we go recover this gun, and then I'll come talk to you again, okay? You're good.
Where's it at?
It's under the bush here. Yep.
Hey,
Sir.
you guys got a second? I got a quick question to ask you.
Well, it depends on if it's emergent. We are kind of in the middle of dealing with the situation.
I've already explained that to you.
Supposed to carry snacks for the Little League game tonight.
Okay. You're going to have to talk to his fiance then about that.
And can you find out what he was planning on bringing?
You're going to have to talk to his fiance about that.
All right.
Miss. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we can't be worrying too much about that right now with everything else that we got going on.
Yeah. So, are you able to tell me anything about what's going on?
Not at this moment. We're still trying to piece everything together. Okay.
All right.
He was involved in a road rage incident.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, get it where it lays because that plays into effect with everything here.
I'm going to scoot back.
Scoot out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They said he just pulled right in. Look at that.
And he did confess to me that he was. He did pull it out and wave it. He did not point it at them.
All right. Well,
I read him Miranda and everything. So.
Fully loaded, one in the chamber.
After comparing statements with the officer that met with the victim, they determined that the suspect will be taking a ride and booked for tampering with evidence, aggressive driving, and terroristic threats and acts.